Hello everyone, today I want to share with you 5 things that I learned about digital publishing with my experience that never learned in a classroom, and I think that can be helpful for you. Okay, the first point that I want to share with you is about have a goal for decide what do you want to do. I have a lot of time working with creators that has been frustrated because never thinking about that. So you need to know if you are making something for yourself, like a passion project that you need only to get out of your mind and show to the public. If this is something that you are creating for show your skills and integrate yourself in any type of industry, or if this is something that you are creating for monetize. In any case, you will have a different set of tools that you need to use, a different way to work, and elements that you need to have in your project. The second point is that you need to be wisely when you select your channel. Not all the platforms are good for your content. You need to make something of research because every platform have different audience. It's not the same use Facebook to publish a history that use TikTok for publish the same history. The good part is that if you define a goal, you have now idea what do you are searching in your channels, your public in mind, and find the correct platform for put your content. So now we go to talk about my point 3, that is learn the language of the format. I mean, every type of format that you are creating have a little difference when you read a script for this or when you go to make edition for this. It's really different create an article for a magazine to create a blog. In a blog, I don't want to read you like when I read a journalist. I want to feel that I reading to a friend, to feel your sincerity in your blog. And make a short video is different to make a long video. If I'm making a video for YouTube, I need to think about how keep the person here at least 30 seconds. In TikTok and other short histories, you don't have 30 seconds. You have 3 seconds for get the attention of the public. It's really different, and you need to know how work in any one of these formats. So now the third point is that you need to make your work rest before to make the last revision of your project. Always remember, let this rest. When you take your time, you can look this with new eyes and you can fix. If you rest a little, you can have a real vision about that. This is the last point, but it's really important for me because in my experience, that is a really point that make me decide if I continue or not reading a project. And this is your pitch materials has to be almost perfect. In ideal world, we have all the time for read your project and say, oh, it's a good project, but it's not real. When I receive a new content for someone that I don't know, the first that I do is read their pitch material, long line, the one page synopsis, and then I decide if I go to read the rest of content. If I read one page that don't have any sense, I don't go to read 95 pages script. So if you want to have my attention or the attention of other person that are reading your projects, try to make this short text so perfect that we wanted to read more. Thank you everyone for hearing about my 5 things that I feel important. And let me say that this is the result of years working like a chef of content and editor and working with a lot of creators around. Please keep this in mind and see you in the next class. Bye.